to Utopia. We always talk about boating things needing to have two jobs or more. So everything you have on a boat has to have multiple purposes. So not only am I the captain and co-owner of the boat, I am one of the cooks and the food prep procuring people. Jay loves to cook as well. But we share that, and one of the things I like to do is get food ready ahead of time so we have what we need. So today I'm going to show you one of my new tricks. I was making beef jerky earlier in the week. The local Winn-Dixie had London broils, buy one get one, so I splurged and made some beef jerky. And when I make beef jerky, I either use pickled pepper or tiger sauce. And marinate the meat for at least 24 to 48 hours and then dehydrate it. The dehydrator that I got is my buddy Amazon had this Hamilton Beach multi-stacking tray dehydrator. Right now they're $42 with a $5 off coupon. So for less than $40, you can dehydrate your own fresh meats and fruits and vegetables to take when you go cruising. This runs off our inverter, off our solar and batteries that we have connected to an inverter. It runs for 16 hours though for some things, 8 or 10 hours for others. Depends on the temperature and the dryness you want. But the inverter has plenty of power, so I usually have everything ready and then start it first thing in the morning so the sun is beating down and recharging my batteries as I go. But it's really pretty easy on the battery balance. And then the other thing that I do once I'm done dehydrating is I got a lovely Fresh Saver food processor so that I can dehydrate my foods. This is pretty simple. It'll either seal the end of the bag or seal and vacuum pack. So the bags I get are, this is just part of one on a roll that you can seal the end. You can make them any size or shape. You can seal them in little pouches if you want to put stuff in. I have made seals here, here, and here, and then vacuum pack the whole thing together so that I have like multiple components for a recipe or something. So these bags are just really flexible and functional. They come in, this is half of one. They come in bigger sizes. But today I'm going to show you my new favorite, pineapple, which today I buy at the grocery store, but when we're in the islands, hopefully it'll be from fruit markets and local markets. I'm going to turn a beautiful green pineapple into a ripened pineapple by waiting. These dull gold, oh my gosh, are sweeter if you let them get more ripe. They're a little tangy if you dehydrate them when they're green. And it does take 16 hours, but I don't put any preservatives or additives, no sugar, no nothing on the pineapple. I simply slice it and put it in the dehydrator on the racks. And then when I'm all done, I end up with beautiful dehydrated pineapple. One pineapple, I gave some of this away, made 5 little things. It's better if you slice it thin than thick. It actually makes it crispy like a chip. You can eat them. But then they absorb moisture pretty quickly too because they're just dehydrated. So we were playing with taking one and floating it in a bowl with a little bit of our reverse osmosis water, and it plumped it right back up into almost the size the slice was when we made it. So excellent in recipes, excellent to just open and eat as a snack. We're hoping to do some more fruits before we leave for Puerto Rico, so we have a supply of things. Our trip there is going to take us probably 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, so we want to make sure we have enough food, fruits and vegetables to eat along the way, and hopefully we'll be catching fish. So I'm going to get ready and show you my prep for the pineapple dehydration. I took a safe food handler course And one of the things that they recommend when you're feeding other people and preparing food that other people are going to eat is a more aseptic, clean technique. You can boil things and use sterilization and bleach, but bleach adds a funny smell and odor. So this SaniStar product is used in bars and restaurants to wash glasses and things like that. When you're at a bar, they don't send everything through a dishwasher. They wash them at the sink, and they have a tub full of SaniStar. Because I'm on the boat, there's directions you can mix it into a spray bottle. So after I wash everything with soap and water, I spray it down and let it dry. So before I prepare things, I have sprayed my cutting board and everything is clean and as aseptic as it can be. I choose bamboo for the cutting board because it's has its natural antibacterial properties, and it's a good choice on the boat. It doesn't get moldy or gross as long as you let it get dry. It's perfect. So just a few more advertising things. One of the things I do on the boat, because I just have one single large sink, is I got this drain board, cutting board that on Amazon. It's less than $20 right now to get one, and I'm going to include the link or a page of all these screenshots where you can find them on Amazon. But this little silicone drain has a little notch so it fits in, and then this just pops out. So when I'm cleaning my pineapple, or if I'm washing or draining any other vegetables that I'm cutting and preparing, I can just have this over the sink and rinse it, and then I don't make such a mess in the sink below. I try and save space since I've got everything going like that. So I'll just show you that fits right on the sink. And I can cut here and put my waste into the basket and do that. The other sales pitch that I'm making is when you are dehydrating fruits and vegetables, if you can cut them thin, they dehydrate faster, and you still get the same thing. So on the everything has to have two jobs motif, I got a Black & Decker electric knife when we were putting a new mattress in the V-berth, because I wanted to be able to cut it smoothly, and an electric turkey knife like Grandma and Grandpa used to use, you know, for Thanksgiving or Christmas, works great. So I've kept this knife. The cutting board, about 20 bucks on eBay right now, or I mean Amazon, and the electric knife, 17. And you can use it for dozens of things. I'd keep it in the box, but I think this box will probably go away soon, just because. But if you've never used an electric knife, it comes in two pieces. It fits together with a little grommet-y thing, notch. And then when you put it into the thing, the motor makes it go back and forth, and that makes it cut. So you can cut smooth and even with your electric knife. Just make sure you have it latched together so it doesn't fall out, and it's good to go. So a little different angle. I'm going to tilt the camera down and let you see how I cut this pineapple up. It's going to be a little bit loud because this thing buzzes. So if you don't want to hear it, turn down your volume. I start out by cutting off the top. I cut it as close to the top as I can. And I decided to do the greener pineapple to get some more tart, because I love that tart sourness. If I'm going to put it in drinks or recipes, sometimes that's good, sometimes sweet is good. If you kind of roll the pineapple back and forth rather than just forcing it down, that helps. So there's the top. If I was home somewhere and was going to have a garden, I could plant that. And the bottom looks like a flower. So I just kind of rock it back and forth to let the knife do its job. Boom, the bottom. I'm going to trim the sides off. And while I'm doing that, I'll catch you on the other side. Green, and most of the big eyes off of the pineapple, and this is what we have. So I'm simply going to turn it on its side and start making slices. The first one will be a little bit rough as I try and even out the bottom. And as I do slices, they're like this. Simply put them over here in the dehydrator, which you can see over yonder. And then I'll stack them up. So this greener pineapple is a little bit more challenging to get the slices straight. It's a little bit more dense. So I'm going to hold it at the top. And then the finished product is one big disc. You probably noticed I did not core the pineapple, and I'll show you those dehydrated packages again in a minute, but it just turns into a little bump in the center. You can either eat around, or if you're putting it in a recipe, you can cut around it. But you lose less of your fruit that way. It dehydrates just like the other ones. Kind of looks like a flower when it's done. If I had a punch bowl, it would make perfect floating sections to put in a punch bowl. Gonna switch trays. So over here in the dehydrator, I've got them stacked up. Kind of looks like this. One tray full. I just keep these stacked. The next one is empty. This dehydrator came with a little tray, so if there were small pieces, it won't fall through, but that's more for berries and fruits and things that are tiny, or herbs that you're gonna do. So I'm just gonna keep cutting and I'll show you the rest. So the dehydrator is ready to go. On this particular model, the button in the center needs to be on the top. The other racks all have an open fitting there, and I guess that diffuses the dry air. Simply put the top on it snugly. Turn it on. Time temperature on the same button. So this is, it says 16 hours. So I'm going to program it for 16 hours. Push that button again. 135 is the temperature for fruit. Start. Makes a little whirring noise. And doesn't use, well, we're on 110, we're at the dock. So anyway, and I'll show you again, leaving the core inside the pineapple. You simply get the full ring, and then that little button in the middle, it looks like a daisy, is the core. So when I'm using it in recipes, I can just easily slice around that, or if I'm just eating it like a snack, you can hold it in the center and bite around. It's delicious. So until I get the rest of the dehydrated stuff done,